First pitch, 7:04. Pods and Bucks wanting to get it going early tonight.
I like it. You got a guy like Sean Hill on the hill, no pun intended, who works quickly.
Morgan takes a strike. Start number 3 for Sean Hill, 1-0, a 3.60 ERA. And his 2-1. Down low to Nyjer Morgan.
Sean Hill, hard sinker, slider, cutter, and a changeup. Infielders be ready if he's got that two-seamer working.
And a 5-pitch walk to Morgan to begin the game. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. Morgan leading off. Freddie Sanchez, one of the National League leaders in total hits already. Craig Monroe's in the lineup, followed by Adam LaRoche, Hinske, Andy LaRoche. Vasquez is in the starting lineup as Jack Wilson was a late scratch. Jaramillo catching and Zach Duke the pitcher.
You see those numbers on Freddie Sanchez. He wore the collar last night. 0 for 5 for Sanchez. Sean Hill, I think, is starting to become one of the guys in the rotation that you can really count on because he's starting to lengthen out his pitch count. He's getting stronger. And when you get stronger, you can go deeper into the ball game. And I think that sinker is going to be a really good thing for Sean Hill and help him along the way. And his infielders know that. And you know what? I'm not so concerned with a guy like Sean Hill when it comes, if he leads off with a walk, because he'll be able to get that grounder. And with the way the defense works behind him, it can turn two.
Very concerned about Morgan, who does lead the National League in steals with 6 in 7 attempts. Walks have really not been an issue for Hill in his first 2 starts, walking only 1 in each of the first 2 starts. But you talked about pitch count. His first start on Friday, April 10th, 69 pitches. And then his last start, Saturday the 18th, 108 pitches. And another throw to first.
See if Sean Hill, after throwing over, what's been 4 times now? A slide step to home plate.
Doesn't go with it there, but gets a strike.
How about that swing from Sanchez? He was definitely trying to hit behind the runner and hit that hole. Watch his swing. That's just a not a pretty swing, and a two-seam fastball in the inner half of the plate.
You can even watch Sanchez's eyes there.
Yeah.
He was looking
to
the right side.
You know, looking back at last night's game, obviously it was a great game for the Friars to win, but extra inning games, that does so much for a ball club.
In the left field, Chase Headley going back, and that's over his head. It one-hops the fence and goes over the fence for a ground rule double. For Freddie Sanchez, his league-leading 9th two-base hit.
Why is Freddie Sanchez so good? Well, why did he win a batting title? It's because you saw the swing earlier that he was trying to do something, like hit behind the runner, but then he took a pitch that he could pull and nearly hit it out of the ballpark.
The Pirates have runners at second and third, nobody out top of the first. Craig Monroe, the left fielder. Monroe used as a pinch hitter last night and was 0 for 1. No balls, 2 strikes. Couple of home runs already on the season for Monroe, 6 RBIs. Morgan led off the game with a walk. He's at third. Sanchez with the double. And the Pirates threatening in the top half of inning 1. 0-2 pitch. Going to get him to go fishing for that one. under Sean Hill, who's been exclusively in the Expos/Nationals organization in his career until this season. Line into right. Garrett coming towards the line, plays it on a bounce. Morgan scores to third. Sanchez, 1-0 Pittsburgh. 7th RBI for Monroe. And it's the Pirates that have drawn first blood, and still nobody out.
And the walk ends up scoring, and Monroe protects. It didn't even look like he took a stride in that at-bat. And you see the change-up grip. He stays on that pitch nicely. That's why that's a successful at-bat. He didn't try to pull that pitch. He took it the opposite way nicely.
Runners at the corners, still nobody out. Here's cleanup hitter, first baseman Adam LaRoche. Huntley gives a look down to third. Sanchez diving back. Kuzminoff was coming over to cover.
Well, if you can get a grounder here, you get a double play ball, and you give up a run. If you can get out of this inning maybe with just 2 runs, it wouldn't be that bad with the middle infield playing that double play depth.
Maybe a bit low. 2 balls, no strikes. .288 average for LaRoche, hitting .373 though against right-handed pitching this season. Reaching there, 2 balls and a strike.
I've already seen 3 hacks from these Pittsburgh Pirate hitters that haven't looked good at all. One was from Sanchez, one was from Monroe, and that one from LaRoche. Just, I don't know whether they're having difficulty picking up the ball or the movement of the ball. Change up. That was a beauty. I hurt my back on that one. Great arm action. That ball just floats up there, and you can see the grip from Sean Hill.
Is that a circle change?
Circle change.
That will get out of play left side. I know there are several different ways to throw a changeup. Is the circle change the most common?
I think a lot of young pitchers, when they try to throw a changeup, they can elect to go to the circle change, but that's probably one of the most popular ones. Circle, hence, the finger like that, and you just throw it like your fastball. Some kids, I teach younger kids because they don't have big hands, to maybe the pitchfork. Pitchfork, being like 3. And just choke the ball a little bit like that and just throw it like your fastball. Off the 2-seam, circle like that. Throw it, but that's the key. Throw it like your fastball. Arm action, and then the ball comes out slower. And that's why you saw Sean Hill with the successful changeup earlier in that bat.
Time requested. Sean Hill still looking for the first out of the game. A run in. Runners at the corners. Broken bat, double play ball. Burke steps on to first. That's a pair. It does score. Sanchez makes it 2-0, but San Diego will take that trade-off. No RBI for the Roche, but 2-0 Pittsburgh early. And you do notice Chris Burke playing shortstop tonight. Let's take a look at the rest of the Friars defense. You have Headley, Hairston, and Garrett in the outfield. First start in right field this season for Jody. But does have 202 starts in right field in his career. So he is no stranger out in right field. And Burke playing short, who was already in the lineup tonight. And I don't know if you were hopefully watching the Honda Dealers pregame show right at the top of the broadcast with Scan and Steve bringing you the news that Luis Rodriguez was taken in an ambulance from the ballpark, an allergic reaction to something he ate. But the good news is that it looks like he's going to be okay. But he's not here at the ballpark or in uniform tonight. But was not in the starting lineup Burke was going to be getting the start anyway. There's a hit by pitch of Hinske. There's Everett Cabrera, who of course is on the disabled list after the surgery on his left hand. The hamate bone was taken out after it cracked off.
We had a chance to talk to Everett when we came home from the road trip. He showed up in the tunnel when we were getting our luggage. What a great kid. We hope a speedy recovery for Everett coming back.
And what was interesting about that, when he was there, of course he had flown back from the East Coast here and was preparing for the surgery. And when the other players saw him, their reaction to seeing him and how much he's already a big part of this team. That's a base hit into left field. Headley will play it in. Down to second goes Hinske, and Andy LaRoche with a base hit, which is going to give him a 9-game hitting streak. So the Pirates, 3 hits here in the top of the first, and that's going to bring out Darren Balsley. The confusing part of this top half of the first for me, Mud, is what you mentioned. There have been some ugly swings from the Pirates, but obviously there have been some very good swings as well as they've scored a couple of runs here.
I think like that last hit looked like the ball was maybe elevated a little bit. And I haven't seen many breaking balls from Sean Hill this early on. Maybe they're just sitting fastball, and if there's something that's up in the zone, they're going to try to tattoo it. We have seen some changeups, 2 or 3 changeups from Hill.
Here's Ramon Vasquez, the shortstop, who was a late entrant into the lineup when Jack Wilson was a scratch due to a left middle finger sprain, which we can't verify, but very well may have happened. Remember, on a ground ball that came up on him last night when he was playing short. And the former Friar Vasquez, who was used as a pinch hitter last night, 0 for 1, is 3 for 23 on the season. Out in front there of the changeup.
Be safe to say, don't you think, of the hits this inning, the 3 hits, they've been all off the fastball, right?
Right.
The Buccos have yet to hit an off-speed pitch for a base hit. So that just tells me Sean's just have to make an adjustment when he throws the sinker to keep it down. Still hasn't found that release point. He kind of yanked that one there. But I'm telling you, when a sinker baller gets that release point down and they get that feel, you're going to see a lot of broken bats. You're going to see a lot of ground balls.
Left that one up, line to left field, but Headley is there. On the top of the first comes to an end, but not before the Pirates score 2 on 3 hits and strand a pair. San Diego coming up. Look at the San Diego starting lineup. It has Hairston leading off in center field. Followed by Eckstein, hitting .385 during his current 7-game hitting streak. Adrian Gonzalez in the 3 spot tonight with Chase Headley hitting cleanup. Kuzminoff, Hundley, Burke, Garrett, and Sean Hill. Notice no Brian Giles tonight, not in the starting lineup. Houston leading off. It's left-hander Zach Duke.
Well, one of the guys in the rotation, they're really looking for big things this year, along with Ian Snell. We saw last night, fastball, curveball, slider, a changeup. 86 to 92. He lives around 88 to 90.
Of his 3 starts this season, his first 2 outstanding. His last one he got roughed up in, but he has thrown a 9-inning shutout already this season. He blanked Houston on 4 hits in his second start of the season on April 13th. Beat St. Louis in his opening start of the year on April 8th. But in his last start at home against Atlanta, gave up 6 earned runs on 12 hits in 6 innings against the Braves. His 2-2 pitch to Scott Hairston.
I think I may have mentioned this the other night, so please forgive me if I'm repeating myself. But talking about the complete game, I mean, it's gone by the wayside, right?
For the most part, yes.
I heard something on the radio the other day when I was driving. I nearly drove into the center median. Fergie Jenkins, Hall of Famer.
A strikeout of Hairston, out number 1.
You know how many complete games he had in his career?
Wow, well, he had over, I'm going to guess in the 150s?
267 complete games.
Wow.
He had 12 consecutive 20-plus win seasons. That's insane. Pitching at Wrigley Field.
Well, look at what Randy Jones put up here. Back in the mid-70s, those complete game numbers. David Eckstein falls behind. By the way, we want to send our regards to Randy Jones.
Yes.
He's going to have surgery early next week. Send our best. Let's get out to short. Vasquez. And 2 outs. Apparently Randy having a little issue with his back, so we wish him well. Bucks defense, Monroe, Morgan, and Hinsky in the outfield. You have Andy LaRoche playing third base. 3 errors at third base this season, tied for most in the National League, but a couple of those errors came really early, first couple of games of the season. The younger brother of Adam, who plays across the diamond from him. There's older brother Adam. Adrian Gonzalez takes a strike on the outside corner. Starting play today, Adrian Gonzalez was averaging a home run every 9.7 at bats. Best in the National League, even ahead of Pujols. Now, Albert did have a home run today, in fact, a grand slam against the Cubs. But entering the day, Adrian was hitting home runs at a faster clip than anyone in the senior circuit. His solo blast in the second inning last night. Did he go? Pirates asked for the appeal. And the third base umpire, Dan Iasonia.
By the way, Adrian's got a nice little bruise on his right thumb area where that sinking liner got him last night. He said, you know, the backhand when he was playing first base last night, right? Yes, backhand, correct? Yes. He said it was like a slider. It was like a nasty slider off the bat because it had such top spin on it. And it hit him on his glove hand on his thumb. It's black and blue down by the joint area. He says he's fine now.
Yeah, that was hit by Brandon Moss in the 10th inning of last night's game. By the way, we haven't mentioned the uniforms yet, have we?
I love them. I think they're awesome.
The throwback unis back to the 1969 season. Left field, Craig Monroe trots towards the line. And San Diego goes in order. Duke sets him down 1-2-3 after an inning. 2-0 Pittsburgh. Enjoy 2-for-1 prices on tickets and Wiener Schnitzel hot dogs Thursday, May 7th with Padres 2-for-1 getaway days presented by Southwest Airlines. I like saying Wiener Schnitzel.
Do you?
I do. I took German in college and high school.
Did you?
Don't get to drop a Wiener Schnitzel.
What
every
does
day.
der mean, though?
Dare, you mean?
Is that how you say
Dare, yeah, that's the masculine form. That's in the left field, and a fair ball off the bat of Jaramillo, and he is headed in around second base, but now holding up with a leadoff double. Now the Pirates are getting some good looks. And that is already their 4th hit and 2nd extra base hit of the game.
And they're also seeing a lot of pitches. That was the 30th pitch, plate word from Sean Hill. And once again, let's see if it was a two-seamer. It was a two-seamer away and elevated. Hopefully, Sean Hill can limit the damage early in this game and get that release point down and have that sinker start biting to induce some grounders.
Pitcher Zach Duke, who already has 3 sacrifice bunts on the season. A lot of pitches at this point with nobody out in the top of the 2nd.
Hey, is Duke's back foot out of the box?
I didn't notice that time. Keep a closer look.
Have to keep an eye on that tonight.
Oh, he's legal.
Yep, that's legal.
Pitchers know how to bunt, right?
Oh, they're the best athletes on the team.
Set you up for that one. Bunts it foul, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, here's another thing for the Mark Grant School of Baseball. Have people try to sacrifice bunt against an 88-mile-an-hour sinker. It's tougher than it looks. What do you think, Neely?
I think that's another element to add to that mix that we were talking about last night. And he got it down with 2 strikes. Kuzman off to Eckstein, the 5-4 sacrifice. So for Zach Duke, his 4th sacrifice bunt of the season, and it advances Jaramillo over to second base, or from second.
We were talking about this in the pregame show, remember? Productive outs.
And there's one for Pittsburgh.
Nicely done by Duke. The pressure's on with 2 strikes, and he deadens it perfectly. Kuzmanov charging, allowing that runner, Jaramillo, to get over to third base. Now Bud Black will draw the infield in. This is where the sinker comes into play.
Morgan fouls it.
Morgan's trying to elevate to the outfield. Sean Hill is trying to counter with the sinker down in the zone to get that grounder right at one of his infielders. You see the defense.
That is inside. The ball and a strike. Niger Morgan began the game with a 5-pitch walk and came around to score. 2-0 Pirates, top of the 2nd. And they have Jaramillo at third with only 1 out. 1-1 pitch. Fouled on the left field side. Niger Morgan, an interesting guy who grew up in the Bay Area, but went and played hockey, junior hockey, for 3 years.
Really?
Got him. And a key strikeout there for Sean Hill. His first of the game is out number 2.
That is huge, because now the infield can go back with 2 strikes, and he put the 2-seamer right on the inside part of the plate. Morgan gave up on it. Huge strikeout.
Freddie Sanchez doubled to left and scored in the first. Strike call. As plate umpire Charlie Relaford.
Remember last night, Freddie Sanchez was well out of the batter's box. His foot is on the line, which is okay.
And into right, a base hit for Sanchez. It scores Jaramillo, and it's 3-0 Pittsburgh. For the leadoff double by the Pirates catcher, he has come in to score.
Well, Sanchez has seen a lot of pitches tonight from Sean Hill, and as I mentioned the first at-bat, what makes him so good, being able to adjust to the pitch where it is pitched. Remember the double, ground rule double? Off the warning track, he pulled it and hit it well. This one off the end of the bat because the pitch was away. It's almost like he swings according to how the pitch is thrown, and that's the way it should be, right?
Make those adjustments.
There are some guys out there that just have one swing, right? And then there are some guys who adjust to the count where the pitch is thrown.
Monroe, a 2-strike RBI single in the first inning, but he took the other way into right field. Line to third, caught by Kuzminoff. Pittsburgh, though, tacks on a run. Couple of hits, they strand a man, their third of the game. It will be Headley, Kuzminoff, and Hundley coming up in the San Diego. Left fielder Chase Headley leading off. First pitch swing. He bounces it left side. Big hop. Andy LaRoche over to his brother. And one pitch, one out. So Zach Duke has retired the first 4 Padres batters. And it brings up Kuz.
So what do you think about the costumes tonight for San Diego?
I like them. I like the throwback. If you notice, the Pirates are actually wearing different uniforms than what they wore last night as well.
They were in the all grays last night. They had the black tops. That is what sells the uni. The old school stirrups with the stripes. It looks great. Rick Renteria, the first base coach, is also sporting the old school stirrups. That's awesome. Love that. But Black, one of the great things about Buddy is he's and you know him, he's such a positive guy. He tries to always look for the silver lining and just trying to ease his pitcher a little bit.
Left field down for a base hit for Kuzminoff. And the first San Diego hit of the game is a 1-out second inning single. Create your own Padres collectible using your favorite photos at the photo store on Padres.com. In 3 easy steps, you can make your very own Padres memory. Go to Padres.com today. Look into the Padres bullpen, sees Josh Gear getting loose. Well, obviously it's a night here, Mud, when Sean Hill does not have his best stuff. Trying to find his way through, down 3-0. Maybe his offense could give him a bit of a lift here.
Well, we don't know exactly what the conversation was with Bud Black, but one thing is Sean Hill still sitting on the bench, right? So I have reason to believe that there's no injury that we have to be aware of, right? He's still sitting on the bench. He might be up in the bullpen just as a precaution, just to see what happens next half inning. Maybe Sean can have an 8-pitch inning or so.
Well, there probably aren't many nights when you feel like you have your best stuff. You got to go out there and win, or try to find a way to win anyway. And this is one of those nights for Sean Hill right now. Are there times when one of your primary pitches isn't working that all of a sudden in the middle of an outing it can be found? Or is it just a matter of, all right, I've got to use something else, location, speed, whatever, to find a way here?
I think it's a little bit of both. There are some times when you just got to keep battling and stick with your sinker, keep throwing it. And then you find that release point. And then the next thing you know, you're into the 7th inning. Sometimes early on you're thinking, okay, maybe I should throw more changeups, whatever. The next thing you know, you're deep into the game. There's no worse feeling, though, when you know you've got a good sinker, you know it's for your sinker or slider, and you just can't find it that night.
The 1-2 to Hundley. Instead of check on Kuzminoff. Big doubled last night, had an RBI. Also walked once. Fouls the 1-2 pitch off.
I think if you ask starters, let's say they have 32, 33 starts a year, maybe 34. I've asked a lot of pitchers, starting pitchers. Out of those 34 starts, how many nights do you leave the bullpen and you think, oh my gosh, I've got great stuff? It's well less than half.
Oh, I was going to say maybe
8 to 10 times a year.
Third or a quarter.
Exactly. To where you leave and you say, you know what, I'm unhittable tonight.
Leaning a bit, but Kuz able to get back on that quick move, step off and throw from Duke.
I think the majority of the time, though, you're going to leave the bullpen saying, okay, yeah, I feel good. You know, might have a little trouble here, a little trouble there, but I feel good.
Popped up right side. Adam LaRoche backing up along the line, and in fair territory puts it away for out number 2.
Well, right-handed hitter, left-handed pitcher. You can see Jaramillo set up inside, and look where the pitch is. It's middle in, and it's elevated. So Nick Hundley could not get, first of all, the hands through quickly enough, or getting the bat on top of the baseball to try to hit a line drive, possibly the opposite way. So a good pitch by the left-hander.
Shortstop Chris Burke. Fouls it off the catcher, Jaramillo.
To elaborate on the thought of coming out of the bullpen, there are times when you leave the bullpen and you're like, oh, you guys better get somebody up right now.
I'm in trouble. We're all in trouble.
And then the next thing you know, you've gone 7+, you're into the 8th. And then there are times when you feel like you're Cy Young, and there is some, and you haven't gotten out yet. It's funny. That's just the way it happens.
Chris Burke played a big part in the win last night. Came off the bench as a pinch hitter in the 11th with 1 out, walked, stole a base, and scored the winning run on the Giles base hit. Line towards left center field. Morgan coasts over and makes the catch. Off the bat, it looked like it had a chance, but Morgan cruised over and put it away. 1 hit, 1 left. After 2, 3-0 Bucks. Finished. And Josh Gear comes into the game.
Wow. First of all and foremost, we hope Sean Hill is okay. He did give up 3 runs on 5 hits. He did not have good location on his fastball. His sinker was not sinking. It was elevated. Now it's a chance for Josh Gear to accumulate some innings and hopefully keep them close and possibly walk out tonight after tonight's game with a win.
We'll try to get word from the clubhouse, but Sam, the cooking guy, is here. Great to see you, Sam.
Thanks, Mark. Welcome to San Diego.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Sammy.
And you, big boy?
How are you?
Good, man.
It's good to see you.
It's good to be here. What's going on?
Where's your portable kitchen? Don't you like?
Yeah, no, I wanted to bring food, but
sorry.
I wanted to bring food, but they told me not to.
No?
I don't know why.
Who said that?
I don't know. I wanted to cook here with you guys.
Eckstein throws out Adam LaRoche. With the first out of the top of the third.
What do you got going these days?
I got a lot. Actually, I'm here to talk about a show that starts that will debut tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Sam the Cooking Guy on the USS Ronald Reagan.
Really?
The world's largest aircraft carrier. Largest warship in the world.
How big is the kitchen? You have to be psyched.
What? Kitchen or kitchens? There's a lot
plural.
of them. 7 galleys. It's a 1-hour special. A 1-hour special. They flew us out. We landed on the deck with the tail hook. We catapulted off. 5,000 approximately sailors. 80% men, 20% women. They're all amazing, everyone, and we got to do a show there. I mean, like the luckiest kid in the world.
Okay, I have to ask you. You said you actually flew in. What would you fly in on?
It's something called a cod. It's a propeller plane.
Oh, so it's like a helicopter.
No. It lands using the
tail hook.
The tail hook.
Absolutely. How scary was that? You were in good hands.
It's kind of weird, I got to say. It's a little bit odd.
So you left from San Diego?
We fly, North Island. You fly out. They were about 125 miles out, I guess. And you land, and you don't. You have no idea what it's going to be like. And they tell you, here's the thing: we want you to hold on tight, just when we.
Oh, you think?
when we grab, but because you can't see, there's only 2 small windows on either side. One on either side. So they say we're going to pump our arms and scream when it's time to get ready to hold on.
And scream.
And scream. And they do that. And they're doing this. And they're screaming at the top of your lungs. You're just like, oh my, oh my, oh my. And then wham. And you go from like 125 miles an hour to no miles an hour in 2 seconds.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it is unbelievably mind-blowing.
And then they expect you to go prepare meals for everybody after that experience?
You know, the interesting thing is, everybody said, what'd you make? And I said, I didn't make anything. It wasn't about me. It was about them. How often do you get a chance to showcase what they do? How often do you get a chance to peek inside, you know, sort of the food part of an aircraft carrier? It was about those guys, and they're fantastic.
Burke down the line, the tag though, and that ends inning. That's 7 o'clock tomorrow. It debuts.
7 o'clock tomorrow, 1 hour special. I'm like a grown-up. I got a special.
We got to see this.
Because you're special.
Sam, thanks so much.
You, man. Thanks. You guys
Lolitas at the park, just across from Petco. And by MTS. Save gas, save money. Ride MTS to Petco Park. For more information, log on to www.stmts.com. Into the bottom of the third, Jody Garrett in the pitcher gear and Scott Hairston. 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second for the Pirates. .273 average for Garrett, starting in right field tonight. Hit sharply, diving stop. Adam LaRoche to the pitcher. Duke covering for the 3-1 putout. Well, improved defense has been a big part of the reason that the Pirates have been playing better in 2009, and here's another indication of that.
So what a great play by the first baseman LaRoche, and a nice feed to the pitcher Duke covering. That's just second nature for a pitcher. As soon as that ball is hit to the right side, you bust your tail over there to cover first base.
We hope to get word on the status of Sean Hill for his quick departure after just 2 innings. There's the check swing by Gear. Duke. And 2 outs. Sean Hill's had 2 starts now in his career against the Pirates.
See Scott Hairston giving this pitcher a little bit of time to get back to the bench and kind of get settled a little bit with 2 outs.
Against the Pirates in his career now, Hill 2 starts. Has lasted only 3 1/3 innings and allowed 10 earned runs. But there may be something more to Sean Hill. He just did not appear himself on the mound tonight.
Well, he definitely looked bummed out as far as body language when he was sitting on the bench talking with Bud and with Darren Paulsley. We hope he's okay.
1-1 count on Scott Hairston, who fanned his first time up. Two outs, bases empty in the San Diego third. Adrian Gonzalez batting in the 3 spot tonight, with Brian Giles not in the starting lineup. Well, we've talked about that. Adrian certainly fits in that 3 spot.
I like him in the 3 spot. I like him in the 4 spot also. I've always been a firm believer. You know, a guy like Tony Gwynn, who's the best hitter on the team, you get him up in the first inning. If it's a quick 1-2, and then you've got your best hitter up, your possibility of starting something. He's the guy who can hit the ball out of the ballpark. Adrian Gonzalez is.
Three-2 to Hairston.
It's like Albert Pujols. He bats third, right?
Right. You want that bat to come up in the first.
Boy, another close one up in Colorado. Bottom of the 8th. Dodgers lead the Rockies 6-5. Some close games up there.
And a 2-out walk. Puts Hairston on. That ends a string of 4 in a row retired by Zach Duke. David Eckstein is 0 for 1. In the first, he grounded out to short. Ball 1 inside from Duke. He's hit safely in 7 games in a row. 5 sacrifice bunts so far this season for David Eckstein, which leads the major leagues. And a base hit left field. And we'll see if the Padres can keep this 2-out rally going.
The key to this whole inning is that 2-out walk by Scott Hairston, being patient and drawing the walk, and then having David Eckstein single to left. That's how the rallies get started. I love to watch every at-bat of David Eckstein. He's just so fun to watch.
That bouncy ball found a hole, so he has now an 8-game hitting streak. And 2 on, 2 outs for Adrian Gonzalez. Adrian flied to left field his first time up. He sports a 6-game hitting streak and has reached base safely with either a hit or a walk in all of the games played this season. The first 16 leading into tonight. Fouls that right at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Adrian began today tied for the league lead in homers with 6, tied with Pujols. Albert hit 1 today in their win over the Cubs, so he now leads the National League. Number 6 came last night for Adrian in the 2nd inning. A solo blast to straightaway center.
A 3-run shot would be nice here, huh?
Oh.
Maybe Duke pitch him away. He can go to left field.
Down under it. Shortstop Vasquez backs up onto the outfield grass, and a 2-out rally comes to an end. No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left on, and San Diego has stranded 3. They have finished 3 at Petco Park. Name the only franchise that has come back from not one but two 3-1 deficits to win the World Series.
Ah, that's a good one.
We'll have the answer for you just a bit later on.
You know, we still haven't heard from the clubhouse regarding Sean Hill, but you know, after evaluating the first 2 innings that he threw, and this is just an educated guess, you know, he threw a lot of change-ups, right? I think early on he threw, I mean, not a lot, but a handful, right? Not a lot of breaking balls, it looked like. And the elevated sinker, I'm just hoping nothing's wrong with the arm.
In the right field, Vasquez leads off the fourth with a base hit.
Just didn't have his sharp stuff early on.
Leadoff man on for the third time already tonight for Pittsburgh. First time against Gear, and here's Jason Jaramillo, the catcher. That's line past Adrian and down the right field side into the corner. Vasquez on his way to third, picked up on the track by Garrett. Jaramillo into second with his second double of the game. Third double of the series for Jaramillo. He had one last night as well.
You know, from what I've seen the short time of this kid, I like his swing. Another ball hit hard to the right side.
Well, word coming down now that Sean Hill has left the game due to a tender right elbow. An elbow or bicep. So clarify which, but apparently there is a bit of an issue arm-wise with Sean Hill. Zach Duke sacrificed his first time up.
You always have to be aware of the squeeze here. Pirates are up by 3, got the pitcher up. Why not try to squeeze one home?
Blocked by Hundley.
Well, you have another sinker ball pitcher out there in Josh Gear. Sinker, slider, change up.
Well, for Gear, his second appearance, his first being the start Sunday in Philadelphia when he went 7 quality innings, gave up 2 runs, 1 earned, 6 hits, no walks, 4 Ks, was in line for the win before the Phillies came back on the Ibanez homer in the 9th to win. To center field, Hairston headed back, will have room to make the catch. Both runners tagged. Vasquez will score. Jaramillo into third. And it's 4-0 Pittsburgh as Zach Duke, the pitcher, gets his first RBI of the season. Zach Duke can handle the bat.
I was just going to say, he's a pretty darn good athlete. Remember, he bunted with 2 strikes, got the sacrifice down. Now he elevates one deep to the outfield.
With a runner at third and 1 out in the top of the order up, the Padres bring the infield in with Nyjer Morgan, the center fielder, standing in.
Not a good selection to swing at there. First pitch change up in the dirt. Morgan maybe getting a little froggy with that runner at third base, wanting to get him home. Oh, it's almost like a cricket pitch, you know, trying to pick it off the ground there.
But that one left up, line left center field, racing over. Hairston makes the catch, tagging Jaramillo, and he will score the second run of the inning. It is 5-0 Pittsburgh. 10th RBI of the year for Nyjer Morgan. Sanchez takes a strike.
Oh, where'd that miss?
Hundley framed it.
Good pitch on the outside corner.
Well, if you're wondering if the Padres have come back from a 5-0 hole this year, the answer to that is yes. In fact, it was just 8 days ago. Fell behind in Philadelphia 5-0 after 1 inning. Came back to win 8-7. Line to third, right at Kuzma. But the Pirates had 2 runs on a couple of hits. Headley, Kuz, and Hundley coming up. Two 3-1 deficits to win the World Series. And the answer, the Pittsburgh Pirates. They came back to beat the Washington Senators and Walter Johnson in 1925. And then in 1979, we're down 3-1 to the Baltimore Orioles. Came back and won that as well. Headley, shallow right center field. Down for a base hit. Broken bat flare. And the leadoff man on.
Oh, they're getting the Shillelaghs out. There you go. Break it out. You never know. Chase Headley broke his Shillelagh on that one. But he will just go to that bat box in the equipment room and ask Brian Perlman for a new piece of wood.
Headley's 3rd career start as the cleanup batter. His first this season. And a double play ball to Vasquez. 6-4-3. 2 outs. Look at the standings presented by Firestone, a tradition of innovation. From 1979, the National League East, the Pirates won the division by 2 games over Montreal. And went on and won the World Series, coming back from the 3-1 deficit to beat Baltimore.
We were talking about that last time, right? Remember the We Are Family thing?
Yeah.
I got into a story, but I never told. The story I heard, when I was with the 84 Giants, Steve Nikosha was our backup catcher. Steve Nikosha's rookie year was 79 with the Buccos, and they ended up winning the World Series.
Ground ball right side. LaRoche, who was playing off the line, gets it to Duke, and the 3-1 putout ends the inning. Stick around. More from Mud when we come back at the end of 4. 5-0 Bucks.
Call Murray Lambert Construction, the winner of the 2008 Torch Award for Marketplace Ethics.
Top of the 5th inning. 3, 4, and 5 hitters scheduled for the Pirates. Craig Monroe 1 for 2 with an RBI single, takes inside. We need to know more about the We Are Family Pirates from 1979.
Right. Steve Nicosia was a teammate of mine in '84. He was our backup catcher with the Giants. And the story that I was told, they started, it was during the disco era, right? Late 70s. Mm-hmm. And Sister Sledge came out with the song We Are Family. It was a very popular song. Well, during the playoffs against the Reds, because they beat the Reds to go on the World Series.
They did. In fact, they swept them 3 games to none, but won the first 2 games in Cincinnati, both in extra innings. And that's hit the deep center field, but back on the edge of the warning track, caught by Hairston, 1 out. So, yeah, they beat the Reds in dramatic fashion, even though it was a 3 games to none.
During that series, they're playing We Are Family over the PA system at Three River Stadium. While Steve Nicosia's wife grabs the wives out of the stands, and they start actually dancing on top of the Pittsburgh Pirate dugout. And everybody dug it and just got into it. And then they actually have We Are Family on their championship ring, on the side of their World Series ring.
So it was the wives who really brought the song to the team.
That's the story I told. I was told.
Well, I guess that's appropriate. It's We Are Family. The wives are part of the family.
Right. Absolutely.
The club. Cleanup hitter Adam LaRoche is 0 for 2. First pitch strike. Of course, the image that is burned in my mind when they actually won the 1979 World Series is Willie Stargell. And the little maneuver and jump that he does and swinging his arms when they win the 1979 World Series. On the right side for Eckstein. 2 outs. Well, speaking of Pops, over his 21-year career with the Pirates, he had 475 home runs and helped his team capture 6 National League East Division titles, 2 NL pennants, and World Series titles in '71 and '79. Hall of Famer Willie Stargell. There's those uniforms we were talking about.
Yep.
The pinstripe. They would match the yellow with the black. Tops, bottoms, switch them. They had every single combination you could imagine with that. Hinsky singles with 2 outs.
You know what else I look back on? Those videos back in the day, the 60s and 70s. Of course, multi-purpose stadiums. That game was won in Baltimore. The Colts were playing there still.
Memorial Stadium.
You could see the hash marks on the infield because it was football season.
October.
Check out the hash marks. The pitcher, Flanagan's like at the 40-yard line?
Tough to tell, but he's definitely right in the playing field. Apparently, Willie Stargell said one of those uniform combinations made him look like a bumblebee, huh? Andy LaRoche is singled and grounded to short. Whacked down the right field side near the line, and it is a fair ball into the corner. Hinsky coming around third. Here comes the relay by Eckstein to the plate. It skips off Hundley's glove to Gear backing up. He had a chance to get Hinsky at the plate, but he's knocked in by Andy LaRoche, and it is 6-0 Pittsburgh.
Well, LaRoche does a nice job of taking that ball down the middle. How close was it? Oh, that looked like it was right on the line, huh? Shorthop, I'm just glad Nick Hundley didn't get hurt on this play because the runner runs right into his wrist, actually takes his glove off. Nick seems to be okay.
Outside to Ramon Vasquez. Vasquez has singled and scored and lined to left. He takes that outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Former Padre Ramon Vasquez. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the fourth, and now 1 here in the fifth.
Here's the Josh Gere changeup that we know and love.
Well, the Pirates have scored in every inning except the third. It's outside, 3-1.
One thing Josh Gere's not afraid to do is throw inside, even in a count like 3-1 to a left-handed hitter. You have to when you only throw the ball 83, 84 miles an hour. You have to pitch in. See if it keeps the ball away here.
Deep to right. Garrett, though, with room in front of the warning track. The Pirates produce a 2-out run and strain to man. Hit 1 of the fifth. 6-0 Pittsburgh. Maybe I'll handle it solo, I guess, the rest of the way. Chris Burke leading off, bottom 3 in the order. He's back. All right. If you want the steak, I'll take that lobster.
I'll eat everything. Lobster, steaks, shrimp, desserts. You'll go away happy, my friend. In fact, you know, the Padre helmets tonight are making me hungry. You know that magic shell like you put on strawberries?
Oh, I knew you were going to go right there. That's to left field. Monroe retreating, backpedaling, and reaches up and makes the catch. Zach Duke, who needed only 4 pitches to get through the fourth. It's Chris Burke. Very loud out there, though.
Clearly, Zach Duke. I was hoping he was going to be like Randolph or Mortimer Duke tonight. He's pitching extremely well.
Jody Garrett 0 for 1 with a ground out to the right side in the third.
You get that call on the outside corner like that, you're going to live large.
Zach Duke bursted onto the scene for the Pirates a few years back. Was 8-2 with a 1.81 ERA in 2005 and 14 starts. in 06, an ERA of 4.47, 5.5 in 2007. Last year in 31 starts, a 4.82 ERA. Lost 9 straight decisions last year between June 25th and August 27th. The longest losing streak by a Pirates pitcher since Jose De Leon lost 11 in a row in 1985.
Wow. That's still not Anthony Young territory.
No, that was 20 what with the Mets?
23, wasn't it, or something like that? 28?
Tyron Bob Wersdorfer, I'm sure, will have the answer for us very shortly, but it took on a life of its own.
Yeah.
It's fouled back. Well, Duke already has a 9-inning 4-hit shutout this season and is looking for his 3rd win of the year and has a 6-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th tonight. It's 3-2 to Garrett. It's bounced past the mound, charged by Sanchez, who gloves and throws and gets him by a step.
Zach Duke is only going to get better and better. Last year, the 5-14 record, almost 5 ERA. You can see the breakdown, the balls and strikes. But being left-handed and having the stuff that he has, I think once a guy gets it into his head that, you know what, I don't have to overthrow to be successful. It's almost like the Tom Glavines out there, the Tommy Johns later in their career. Being left-handed, you have that luxury because there's not that many lefties around to where you can back off a little bit. Try to hit your spots more effectively. You don't have to blow the ball by everybody, and he's going to put up good numbers, I think, over the course of his career. He'll give up his hits.
Location, location, location.
Yep. We hear it so many times. You're right. This guy was a 20th rounder.
Gets the strikeout. His 2nd of the game, his 1st since he got Hairston to begin the 1st inning. We played 5. Padres.com/Friarworks. Jason Jaramillo has doubled twice and scored twice. He takes a strike from Josh Gear. 6-0 Pittsburgh. Jaramillo will excuse me swing out to third, caught by Kuzminov knee high. That'll bring up the pitcher Zach Duke. We were talking about Duke's losing skid last year, and it brought up Anthony Young. Statistician Mike Tressel lets me know Anthony Young lost 27 straight decisions.
Wow.
Between May 6, 92 and July 24th of 93.
Unbelievable. You talk about bad luck, huh?
Well, I was going to say, a lot of things have to go wrong. You have to be more than bad to lose 27 straight decisions. A lot of things have to go out of your control wrong.
I think it's more bad luck than being bad. Don't you?
Oh, it has to. So many things have to go wrong besides you making bad pitches, I would assume, on the mound to lose that many games in a row.
Because you could pitch badly and still win.
Right. And pitch very well and still lose.
Right.
Well, Duke, who had sacrificed actually a sac fly and a sac bunt, no official at bats until there now with the strikeout, 2 outs. Top of the order, Nyjer Morgan, the center fielder. Morgan picked up an RBI on a sacrifice fly in his last plate appearance and shoots that foul past third. Tony Beasley, the third base coach, having to duck out of the way. There's Tony with a grin on his face as he looks back at Nyjer. Pirates have 6 runs on 9 hits. And the Padres are scoreless on 3 hits. They have 3 singles. 1 from Eckstein, 1 from Headley, and 1 from Kuzmanov. That's up the middle and into center field. And Nyjer Morgan has his first hit. So hit number 10 for the Bucks.
Tried to go down and in on him. It was on the inside part of the plate, and as I mentioned, Josh Gear has to pitch inside, but Morgan did a nice job of just fighting that one up the middle. Josh nearly got his glove on that ball. It would have been nice for the right-hander to have a 1-2-3 inning. Because now you've got Freddie Sanchez.
He was 2 for 3 tonight. Doubled and scored in the first. He drove in a run with a single in the second.
Well, congratulations go out tonight to the freshman baseball team at St. Augustine High School. Freshman team beat Sarah 6-4 out at Whitaker Field. So congrats to the freshman boys. Nice victory for the troops.
Another win, huh?
Yeah.
Moving right along.
Kid by the name of Andrew Grant got the victory. Going 5 solid innings.
That's line into right field. Third hit for Sanchez. I was going to let you say that on your own.
Once again, Freddie Sanchez, a tough out, fighting one off to the right side. That's why he won a batting title back in 06.
Well, the Pirates produced a 2-out run an inning ago. Now they have 2 on 2 outs here in the 6th. Craig Monroe takes a strike.
By the way, in that freshman game, St. Augustine, Patrick Plain got the save. Came in with the bases loaded and got out of the jam.
Saved it for Grant.
Yep.
Deep right center field. Long run. Garrett played on the bounce on the track. Craig Monroe. Three RBI night for Craig Monroe, and it's 8-0.
What's frustrating is that there's 2 quick outs in this inning, and then you've got tough outs. You've got the top of the order, and then you've got Sanchez, then Monroe going the. Boy, did Monroe think that ball was going to be out? You see him kind of Cadillac it out of the box there? I was kind of surprised. Not in this yard.
Adam LaRoche Takes outside.
Now, here's Monroe. And watch this. This ball's hit the opposite way. I mean, to me, that's like, I got it. It's either that or maybe Monroe thought maybe somebody was going to catch that ball. Hard for me to say. I don't want to, put words in his mouth.
Turned into a 2-run double. Frankie De La Cruz heating for San Diego. Now the Pirates have put 8 runs on the board, but their cleanup hitter Adam LaRoche 0 for 3. Well, 2 runs here in the top of the 6th, all with 2 outs. Well, the largest Padres comeback this season when they were down 7-1 to the Phillies in the 4th inning, came back, won 8-7. That was their largest comeback since 2006. Now down 8-0 here in the top of the 6th tonight.
Remember the point we brought up, though, in those games? Remember, different ballpark. Remember?
Yeah, Citizens Bank Park tonight at Petco. Pirates had 2 on the 2-run double for Craig Monroe.
At 7:05 and receive your own Padres 6-pack cooler.
All fans receive a free Padres 6-pack cooler presented by AM/PM, and get your tickets early and save at Padres.com.
Once again, another great giveaway.
So many. Top of the order up in the San Diego 6. Scott Hairston leading off. Shoots it past Vasquez into left center, and it gets by Morgan all the way to the warning track. He's going to try for 3. The relay. First triple of the year for Scott Hairston.
Well, that'll bring some excitement to this Friar faithful on this Saturday night. Scotty even checking out the big board to check out where that pitch was. He went down and got it. And Morgan, looked like Morgan was playing shallow because his route going straight out to left center field.
Twelfth career triple for Hairston.
You know Eckstein's going to just play a little game of pepper on the right side. I mean, the Pirates are up 8-0. They're going to play for some outs here. So Eckstein worked the count or tried to hit the ball on the right side and get that run in.
Making the first, grounded out to short, and in the third, single to left.
Oh, Superman's in the house.
That's a good sign.
You don't step on Superman's cape.
You don't spit in the wind. Apparently Superman's having a tough time with the jacket, though. Two balls, two strikes. And don't mess around with Jim. It's in the air to shallow left. Monroe coming in. Fires it to the cutoff man, Andy LaRoche.
Showing off the arm there.
Holding at third is Hairston, one out.
Maybe put that in the minds of the base runners. Still one more game left. 3.5 innings left in this game, and then one more game left in the series as Monroe fires a P-Rod.
Andy LaRoche looking back at him like, thanks for the BB. One on Adrian. He flied to left in the first, and in the third popped out to short. Adrian shaking his head there. I think had a pitch to hit. Leadoff triple by Hairston. He's at third with one out. The 0-1 pitch. To the right side. He'll get the run home. Sanchez, who was playing on the outfield grass. And Adrian Gonzalez gets his team leading 13th RBI, scoring Scott Hairston. And it's 8-1. Padres are on the board. Base is empty. 2 outs for left fielder Chase Headley. And we mentioned at the beginning of this series is when we really highlighted it, Bud, but the Pirates pitching staff has already recorded 4 shutouts this season to lead the major leagues. Flirted with one here tonight, but the Padres have scored here in the 6th.
We all know how hard it is, first of all, just to win a major league game, let alone throw a shutout. So they must be making some pretty darn good pitches. And also the defense has got to play well behind that pitching to preserve those shutouts.
Duke shaking off a couple of signs, and Headley backs out. That's down and in. Pitching coach Joe Kerrigan, who's been getting many accolades for the turnaround for this Bucks pitching staff, and the strikeout of Headley ends the inning. The Bucks do give up a run. Hairston tripled and scored on the Gonzalez ground out, and it's 8-1 Pittsburgh. In select seating categories and save with season ticket prices. Choose 7 weekend games and 6 weekday games. Plans start as low as $169. Call 619-795-5500 for your Padres Flex 13 plan. Frankie De La Cruz enters the game on the mound for San Diego.
Chance for Frankie to get an inning or two of work in the short time that he's been out there. Well, it's been a rough night for San Diego Padre pitching. Sean Hill started it, 2 innings, left with a right bicep injury.
Edgar Gonzalez comes into the game as well, part of the double switch. So you have Edgar batting in the 9 spot, De La Cruz in the 2 spot vacated by Eckstein. Leading off the 7th for the Bucks is Eric Kinski. Frankie De La Cruz, the 3rd San Diego pitcher of the game. Sean Hill, the starter, went 2 innings. And departed with what was reported as some tenderness in a bicep. 4 innings for Josh Gear. Now De La Cruz. And this is down. 3 balls, no strikes.
Now, especially in a game like this, Frankie's got to think, pound the strike zone. I mean, we're down by 7. I don't want to free pass these guys again late in the game. That's the worst thing that he can do. I know he's not trying to throw balls, obviously, but trust his stuff and try to split that plate, let the ball do some action. Take your chances that way.
De La Cruz last pitched on Tuesday at San Francisco, facing 1 hitter, going a 3rd of an inning, retiring Edgar Renteria on a comebacker. Andy LaRoche takes ball 1, and that sends Hundley out to the mound. Couple of hits for Andy LaRoche, who now has a 9-game hitting streak. There's a strike.
That's 95. I mean, that's some live stuff. See if they can hit it. Go right after him.
Right back in that same mid-90s range, and it's 1-2.
By the way, speaking of the radar reading on there, 95 miles an hour. That was one of the questions today at the Madres luncheon. Mark Neely and I spoke at the Madres luncheon. Love the Madres. Thank you so much for having us out there today at the Hall of Champions. I had a blast.
That was a lot of fun, and I appreciated the invitation as well.
A good time was had by all.
Those folks know how to have a good time.
Oh, yes, they do.
They enjoy themselves.
And they love the Padres.
Broken back grounder, Adrian. Burke's relay to De La Cruz. A 3-6-1 twin killing. Second of the night turned by the San Diego defense.
Well, see what happens when you fire strikes. Frankie De La Cruz broke a bat, hit it to one of the best fielding first basemen around. Smooth. Nice turn. And as you mentioned, Jayhawk Neely, 3-6-1.
Base is empty. Ramon Vasquez takes low. He singled leading off the 4th and scored a run. 12 Pittsburgh hits. He shoots that foul down the left field side. It has been over a week since an opponent has racked up this high a hit total. The Phillies had 14 hits on Friday the 17th. Though the Padres won that game 8-7 with 15 hits of their own. Good pitch down, fouled back.
Look at the stirrups of Frankie. I think on one side he's got the low part in front, and on the other one he's got the low part in back. Trying to mix it up a little bit. Might be a new look. You know what I'm talking about? You know how stirrups have the low front in front on his left leg, and then on the right leg he's got it the other way around.
There you go. They're matched up. Walk to Vasquez, the second of the inning.
Still a big league uni, though, right?
It is, and how you pick that up is pretty remarkable in itself, I must say.
You know what? I know everybody has their own little quirks about it, but
yeah.
I really look closely at uniforms, stitching, type of lettering, borders on letters. It's really weird, but it's just something. Ever since I was a kid watching baseball, the little details of uniforms.
You have an eye for fashion to a degree?
I wouldn't say it's an eye for fashion.
Oh, brother. Armillo takes low.
Like here, like for instance, back in the day, late 70s, early 80s, the Dodgers on their home uniform, you know, the white, the blue script across the front, it actually had a white border behind it. It just wasn't blue on white. The Dodgers in blue also had a white border around it, which was then put onto the jersey. And a lot of people never recognized that. Once again, very odd for me to recognize that, but that is something that I noticed.
Okay, let's look at the Pittsburgh. They have the black, but there's a yellow border around it.
Right.
That's what you're indicating. There.
Yeah.
Black with the yellow border.
And did you also know that the first team to have names on the back of the uniform?
That's another walk. Armillo on for a third time. Is that a question? Which was the first team? Mm-hmm. Well, I know the Yankees were the first team to put numbers on, right? And it was for batting order, so that's why Ruth batting third was 3 and Garrett 4.
Right. But the first team to have names on the back?
First team to put names on the back of their uniforms. What year?
Late 50s.
I'll say Yankees. No, it wouldn't be Yankees.
Darren Balsey changing up the look a little bit. This is when he went out to see Sean Hill in the first. He was showing the stirrups, which is a great look. And now the pants all the way down. Chicago White Sox, first team to have names on the back of their uniforms.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that a Bill Veeck thing? Was he the ownership of the team at that time?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Pitcher Zach Duke. An RBI with a sac fly. He also has a sacrifice bunt. One official AB with a strikeout in the 6th. To left center field. And Hairston makes the catch. 3 walks in the inning. 2 left. In De La Cruz's first inning. It's 7th inning stretch time at Petco. Fans of the game. Of course, the 69 uniform given out tonight. And young man had his shillelagh in hand. Big crowd tonight, near capacity, 41,665.
Great crowd tonight. And of course, the 40 on the back. 40 years of Major League Baseball here in San Diego. 40th anniversary. It was really cool before the game. The first pitch thrown out by 5 members of the either coaching staff or players in Padres 1969. Roger Craig, Steve Arlen, Chris Cannizzaro, Eddie Spezio, and Freddie Kendall.
Line left field by Kuzminov, caught by Craig Monroe on the run.
Here's what we're talking about early on. All 5 of them.
Let's see if I can identify it. Spezio on the far left.
There's Ed.
There's Ed.
Hit the first home run as a Padre. Actually, it was the first run, first hit, first RBI in the 5th inning that night against Houston.
I had a nice conversation with Freddie Kendall before the game tonight.
Those are the guys I love to talk to. And of course, I played for Roger Craig in San Francisco. Just talking about the old days and back when they weren't making any money.
What was the minimum salary when you got in the game?
1984. The minimum salary was, take a guess.
By that time, it had probably bumped up to 60, 70,000?
$42,500.
$42,500, okay.
The minimum salary. You know what the minimum salary is this year? $400.
Nice. I can remember growing up for a long period of time, the minimum salary was like $20,000 at 19.5, something along that line.
I remember talking to guys who played in the early 70s, late 60s. It was $8,000, $10,000, $12,000.
A different era.
Yep.
Hundley pops out. Chris Burke will face Duke. Well, here's Zach Duke, who in his 3 starts on the season coming in had thrown 2 gems and 1 clunker, and he's got a gem going here tonight. Burke is fly to center and line to left. Two in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth for the Pirates. San Diego's lone run came in the bottom of the 6th. Hairston led off with a triple and scored on an Adrian Gonzalez ground out. Conversation on the mound. By the way, that Yankee Red Sox game has ended. Just thought I'd let you know.
Finally?
Yeah, 4 hours and 21 minutes after it began. 16-11 Red Sox beat the Yankees today.
Wow.
They play some marathons, don't they? Every
Yes,
time
they
they
do.
get together. Well, the Dodgers beat the Rockies again, so unless the Padres can rally, they're going to fall 2.5 games behind LA. And a 2-out walk to Chris Burke.
Well, Zach Duke only at 85 pitches. I was kind of maybe guessing that you might see some action in that Buffalo bullpen soon, but maybe they, with the 8-1 lead, still want to get that pitch count up there to where maybe up around 100 pitches or so.
Right fielder Jody Garrett takes a breaking ball strike. Jody in right field tonight, starting in place of Brian Giles. Brian, who since 2004, we look at our Avalanche heating and cooling. Your comfort is our priority. Leaderboard, 733 starts in right field. The second most starts in right field since then for the Padres, Jose Cruz Jr. with 20.
Wow.
Gives you a pretty good indication that Brian Giles, you pencil him into right field every day and you forget about it.
And he hates sitting on the bench tonight.
And Garrett looks at strike 3. Fourth K for Duke. He's thrown 7. It's 8-1 Pittsburgh.
Hey kids, Sunday, April 26th. Watch us take on the Pirates at 105 and get your own Padres 1969 pennant.
That is tomorrow afternoon. Kids 14 and younger get a Padres 1969 pennant presented by North Island Credit Union. Get your tickets at Padres.com. 105 tomorrow afternoon. Ross Ohlendorf against Jake Peavy.
And then it's back out on the road again.
Yeah, whoever made the schedule obviously wanted you out of town a lot in April, didn't they?
Thank goodness, though, it's within the division.
All right, Colorado and then to Los Angeles.
And Colorado's been struggling a little bit, huh?
Yeah, the Dodgers kind of laid it on them the last few nights, huh? And days.
It's a final 6-5 in Colorado. Dodgers over the Rocks.
Taylor Cruz walks his fourth hitter. Just 1+ inning. Morgan on for Freddie Sanchez. By the way, Ross Ohlendorf going for the Pirates tomorrow shares what in common with a current Padres starting pitcher? All right, it's Chris Young I'm speaking of.
Who with the Princeton?
Princeton.
Oh, that's right. I remember hearing about him. That's right.
Both Princeton guys. The Princeton guys will miss pitching against one another by 1 day because CY is going to throw the first game of the road trip at Colorado on Monday. course, Russ Allendorf goes tomorrow for the Pirates against Peavy. Good scoop there by Hundley. Russ Allendorf has also been involved in a couple of significant trades in his career. Was involved in the Randy Johnson trade between the Diamondbacks and Yankees back in January of 2007. Towards the hole, over to get it. Work to Edgar. And the force of Morgan. And then Ollendorf coming over to the Pirates from the Yankees. With Jeff Karstens, Daniel McCutcheon, and the Xavier Nady, Damaso Marte deal. Pirates have put themselves together a nice young pitching staff here.
Yes, they have. And the guys that have been there for a while, like Duke and Snell, they're expecting big things from those guys.
That is up the middle, and Craig Monroe, high throw, picked up by Hundley in front of the dugout. An unusual play there. It'll be a hit and an error that allows the lead runner to advance to third, Sanchez.
I thought this ball was going to scoot through, but Monroe has got good speed. Chris Burke. And, second look at that, Chris Burke's probably thinking, you know what, no reason for me to throw that egg. Chris knows that.
So a single for Monroe, his third hit. And the error allowed Sanchez to go from second to third. Runners at the corners, one out. Adam LaRoche, the batter. (8-1) Pirates, top of the 8th inning. Pittsburgh trying to even this series after the Padres won in extra innings last night, 4-3 in 11. That would set up the rubbery game tomorrow. De La Cruz is 1-1. Way high. Out of play left side, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I want to thank LaRoche for swinging at that last pitch because there was a ball up and out of the zone. And how do you stay fit during the game? Doing some jumping jacks.
Stay Fryer fit. Into the upper deck that one goes. LaRoche is grounded into a double play. Grounded out 2 other times and popped out 0 for 4.
See, that's what's great when you look in the stands and see the kids having a great time. Sure, it's 8-1 San Diego losing to the Pirates, but the kids are having fun out at the ballpark. That's what it's all about. They got their retro jerseys.
Enjoying the beach.
Yeah, go home full of sand in the car. You got to love that. I guarantee you a lot of those are going to be worn to bed tonight, right?
And there are a lot of parents right now saying, expend as much energy as you can, kids, right now.
Absolutely.
He still has hope.
Yeah, he's hoping for a Fryer rally.
3-2 pitch. And another foul.
Build a sandcastle.
Got the pail, the shovel. Adam LaRoche and De La Cruz having a battle here.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Who grow into it?
He's got mustard and ketchup all over that thing. It's just like a big bib.
There's a young mud cat right there. Another 3-2 pitch to LaRoche. And he walked it. That'll load the bases. Fifth walk allowed by De La Cruz. They're loaded with one out for Eric Hinsky, the right fielder. Hit by pitch in the first. He singled and scored in the fifth and walked in the seventh. Strike one on the outside corner. Hey, Meredith starts to get loose.
You know, one of the things you look at when you have a reliever come into the game like De La Cruz, who does not get a lot of work anyway, you're hoping for some quick innings so he can get a rhythm and help himself out, maybe find a groove and pitch the, you know, maybe finish it out so you don't have to get a guy like Clay Meredith up.
Through the hole and into right field. Sanchez is in. Monroe will be stopped at third. It's 9-1. Hinsky's first RBI of the season. De La Cruz had a battle with Adam LaRoche, and now he'll face the younger brother, Andy LaRoche. He's had a good night. 2 hits, a double, and an RBI. Pours in strike one. There's the LaRoche brothers. His father, Dave, pitched 14 seasons in the big leagues. Right center field. Garrett scoots over. Lead 2 runners tag. The throw towards second base. LaRoche gets his second RBI of the game. It scores Monroe with the second run of the inning. 10-1 Pittsburgh. Not a common occurrence to see double digits in the run column.
I think in Pittsburgh, if it's a home game and they score more than 10 runs, everybody gets like free pierogies or something. Not tonight, though.
Not here. Ramon Vasquez, the shortstop.
You know, also when you look at a game like this, you just hope nobody gets hurt.
Not even a miss by Vasquez. What's the sandwich that they give away?
No, that was a joke.
Yeah.
Pierogies are the meat. It's like meat in dough.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's almost like a panada.
You know, but there is a
empanada.
There is a sandwich place in Pittsburgh called Primanti's.
Oh, I've been to Primanti's.
That's where I was leading with it.
Yeah. And you put the fries and the coleslaw on the sandwich.
On the sandwich, right? Yeah, that's healthy for you. Not that that's deterred your eating selections.
I've been there many times. Late night.
Foul down the left field side.
In fact, they make a great fried egg sandwich with French fries and coleslaw. They just pile it on.
Yeah, that's another one that's not in the for those who are dieting section.
Exactly.
Another block by Hundley. The Pirates have scored in every inning except the 3rd and 7th.
It's also situations like this where the defense just hates being out there.
Strikeout ends the inning. Pirates add 2. Couple innings of relief for De La Cruz tonight. Channel 4 San Diego. Steve Quiz, Bob Scanlon. We're visiting with Kevin Acee, the Chargers beat writer for the Union Tribune. You didn't get drafted today, did you?
No, I got passed up again.
They did.
Yeah.
Passed you right up. That's a shame.
Who's the #1 pick in the NFL draft today?
Well, that was already actually sewed up by the time the draft began.
What's that quarterback
with Matthew
from Georgia?
Stafford of Georgia going to Detroit, the Lions. So they'll run down the draft and a lot more. It's bounced up the third base side foul. Edgar Gonzalez. Oh, 2 pitch. Strikeout number 5 for Zach Duke, who's at 93 pitches. It is not out of the question for him to finish this thing off right now.
Those guys in the bullpen for the Buccos are nice and cozy. They still have their jackets on down there. No action at all. They're just enjoying a big league ball game.
Top of the order, Scott Hairston looks at a breaking ball strike. Scott turns away from one that runs inside. Hairston tripled and scored the lone San Diego run in the 6th. Two and one.
Boy, Duke is still flipping that changeup up there like it's a 1-0 game.
Fouled back here, and it's this play made by the gentleman down below. Yeah, shaking that hand, but got himself the souvenir. Well, Zach Duke threw a 9-inning complete game on April 13th against Houston. Threw 120 pitches in that game. Sky to shallow center. Morgan. 2 away. Well, we've talked about Pittsburgh's pitching, which came into this game already leading the National League, lowest ERA at 3.09. But this is the 3rd time this season the Pirates have scored double-digit runs. 3rd time this season in this their 17th game. So offensively, they've been getting some things done as well. And lead this one 10-1.
Well, I know it's only game 17 for San Diego, and for the Pittsburgh Pirates, it's game 17. But yeah, they're showing something early on. Can they keep it going?
Henry Blanco batting for the first time. Pops out. We've finished 8 innings. 10-1 Pittsburgh. As we head into the top of the 9th inning, we remind you that you can track Ginny live online. Twitter.com/JinnyCH4. I must confess, I'm still not twittering. Are you?
No, I'm not tweeting.
You're not tweeting?
Not yet. No, haven't done that yet.
You will at some point, I'm sure. Luis Perdomo in for San Diego.
How about a quick inning here in the 9th? Luis, fire strikes. De La Cruz struggled with the control. 2 innings. He walked 5. Gave up 2 runs. There was an error in that 8th inning. So another one of the young arms out of the bullpen for Bud Black.
Perdomo last pitched on Tuesday in San Francisco. An inning and 2/3, 2 earned runs, 3 hits with a couple of strikeouts. Jason Jaramillo has doubled twice, scored twice, walked once. Lined out to third. 4 for 7 now combined in the series in the 2 games. He's been a tough out and he's had some good rips.
He definitely likes the ball down. That's one thing I've noticed in this series. He's rifled some balls down in that right field corner.
One ball, 2 strikes. Perdomo, the 4th San Diego pitcher. Chopped up the middle. The shortstop cutting it off, and Burke throws him out.
That ball was actually on the second base side of second base. Chris Burke getting a good jump on that chopper. And a quick out for Perdomo. See, they're still having fun.
Leaving with a smile on the face.
Yep.
That's all that matters. Well, this is a statement right here. Zach Duke batting for himself.
Looking for that complete game.
No activity in their bullpen. He's at 102 pitches. He's going to try to finish this thing out. One ball, 2 strikes. He's helped himself tonight. A sac bunt, a sacrifice fly. Takes that off the outside corner.
Zach with a couple sacks. He's got a nice little swing, doesn't he?
Not bad.
He is an athlete. Take a look at the side swing from Duke. Not bad.
That foul as well up the first base line. Two outs. Perdomo getting the strikeout. Top of the order, Danger Morgan. Has scored twice, walked twice. There's 1 hit, knocked in a run on a sacrifice fly.
You got De La Cruz going out there, throwing 94 and 95. Obviously, the command was an issue, but Perdomo, 93, 94. So some live arms. Oh, it was 93 with some good movement.
They do get a pitcher up Meek in the Pirates bullpen. Out to left field, and Headley. And we'll see if Zach Duke will try to finish it off for the Pirates. Adrian Gonzalez, Chase Headley, and Kevin Kuzminoff due up in the bottom of the 9th. 10-1 Pirates, bottom of the ninth. Zach Duke trying to finish it off. He's looking for his second complete game of the season, which would be the most in the National League. Two pitchers have completed 2 games in the American League. Kansas City Zach Greinke and the Red Sox Tim Wakefield each have 2 complete games. Adrian takes a strike, 1-1.
You know, we've talked about this many times. They've talked about it years past. They'll talk about it in the future. But the great thing about the game of baseball, you have a stinker one night, right? And then the next night you get a gem from somebody, and somebody has a huge night. You end up taking 2 out of 3. And if it stays like this, the series is tied, and then try to go get them tomorrow.
Well, it looks to be the rubber game of the series at 1:05 tomorrow afternoon. Ollendorf against Jake Peavy.
It's also nice to have a guy like Jake Peavy when it is a 3-game series and it's tied 1-1 before you go back out on the road.
Adrian has knocked in the only San Diego run of the game. That was in the 6th with a ground out. His team leading 13th run batted in. Duke up to 107 pitches. Getting through 120 in his 9-inning complete game shutout 2 starts ago. Adrian forcing Duke to continue to increase that pitch count. And Evan Meek, a right-hander, up. He's still loosening for the Pirates. And another foul. Four complete games in his career for Duke. So looking for number 5. Line into right field. Cut off by Hinsky, and a leadoff base hit for Adrian Gonzalez.
No matter what the score, tied up, 9th inning, whatever, down 10-1, never ever give away at bats. That, you know what, Mark, and you know this. That's what makes this game so hard, baseball. You're losing 10-1, and then year in, year out, game after game, to stay focused each and every at bat.
Headley to Hinsky, backpedaling near the warning track. It's one of the first things I ever heard from Tony Gwynn when I worked with him years ago. Never give away at bats, no matter what the game situation is. Cruz has one of the 5 San Diego hits in the game. That was a 2nd inning single to left. Now, the last complete game thrown against the Padres last season, September 13th, Tim Lincecum with the Giants. 3 complete games thrown against the Padres last year. Ben Sheets, then with the Brewers, Aaron Cook, the Rockies, and Lincecum. Behind the bag, diving stop, LaRoche won't get the out. It prevented an extra base hit from Kuzminoff. And the Padres have 2 on, 1 out here in the 9th. And now you have Duke in 114 pitches.
I'm thinking John Russ is going to come out getting his pitcher because he's pitched a heck of a game. You want to stop it right here. Nice play. We're just off the mark. And you know, when you're winning 10-1 and your third baseman makes a play like that, you really have to appreciate that. He could have just went for the Olay, you know.
Well, no complete game for Zach Duke tonight, but he's in line to get his 3rd win of the season. See the new CTSV now in stock at your local San Diego Cadillac dealer. Zach Duke's night is finished after 8 1/3 innings. Book not yet closed on him. He did give up 6 hits, 2 walks, 5 Ks. Newcomer right-hander Evan Meek takes over on the mound.
25-year-old right-hander Evan Meek was just recalled today by the Buccos. He spent a little bit of time in Pittsburgh. 9 games back in last year. Hard thrower.
This pitch swinging. Hundley sends it in the air to center field. Morgan 2 outs.
I'll be honest with you. I talked to some of the people today at the ballpark that knew of the transaction about Meek, and they didn't really have much on him. They just said he threw the ball hard. Slider, fastball.
Padres down to their final out. Shortstop Chris Burke 0 for 2 with a walk. Out to third, charged by LaRoche. Goes to first. And the Pirates win it 10-1 and even this series at a game apiece. And that's going to set up the rubber game